tavern door. Soft glow dancing on the wooden floor. Fire's low, but the embers shine. Another day, another quest to find. There's a frog with a heart so bright. Big green grin in the morning light. Controller ready, coffee brewed. Backlog waiting in a cheerful queue. From pixel lands to fantasy, we wander far so casually. No rush, no stress, just take a seat. There's magic here in every beat. Oh, welcome to Rogue's Rest, where cozy meets the quest. Grab a chair, stay a while. Frog mascot with the biggest smile. Backlog stacked to the sky, but we'll get there by and by. Come join the tavern vibe. Good games, good hearts, good times. Scroll of games from years gone by. Hidden gems we still must try. From epic fights to farming days, we laugh our way through pixel haze. Safe and chill, a comfy space. Friendly faces, steady pace. No grind alone, no lonely run. We level up together, one by one. From retro nights to brand new lands, adventures waiting close at hand. The hearth is warm, the chat is bright. We'll game until the stars ignite. Oh, welcome to Rogue's Rest, where cozy meets the quest. Grab a chair, stay a while. Frog mascot with the biggest smile. Backlog stacked to the sky, but we'll get there by and by. Come join the tavern vibe. Good games, good hearts, good times. Lanterns glow, the morning grows. Every hero needs a home. If you're searching for a place, you just found your safe space. Welcome to Rogue's Rest. Yeah, this is where we quest. Cozy tavern energy, level up in harmony. Backlog high, spirits higher. Gather round the pixel fire. Come join, don't roam alone. Rogue's Rest feels like home.
Hello and good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday to you. Hope you are all having a wonderful day. Oh, man. Oh, excuse me. Hey, Calypso. Good morning. Coffee indeed. Coffee indeed. Sip. 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 Okay, none of this is reset till this afternoon, I believe. Shotgun. We could try out the legendary void shotgun we got. Maybe. Keep it for now. Okay. Story. Let's see here. Still have one of these. Invitation is what it's called? Pepper. Okay. Alright, here we go.
What follows light and shadow is silence. That silence breaks. I am summoning you as a new age begins. I see sapient life turn to each other. They remember how to look to the stars. They remember curiosity. They remember how to thrive. But they have forgotten. They forgot we were here long before the Traveler. They forgot that they need us. But they are fated to remember. I will remind them. I'm sure you will. But not through me. Find someone else. My will is my own.
I just watch. What? I'm very curious about the satellite that was constantly blinking out of back and forth between the past and the future. In and out of time. That's the phrase I was going for. Hey, good morning, Haiku. I have no idea who that person was that had her skin in the prior cutscene. Like Xalatath from World of Warcraft. Almost.
I think it's safe to say this is what's disrupting our beacons.
The sound was a little off from her lip movement there.
I've seen primitive trains like this in old ruins. Never liked the look of them. These readings have a bearing. Gravimetric distortions leading out past orbit. Like footprints. Like a trail we're meant to follow. Guardian, I'm sending coordinates your way. It appears we have an invitation.
Well, it's already got me hooked as far as the story. I'm very curious what's going on. She was the Nine's emissary. We saw her at the end of the prophecy dungeon as a giant. Oh, okay. She's been part of some seasons and other stuff that involved the Nine. Interesting. Okay. So she has now broken free of that role? Is that what we saw of this lady?
Guardian, welcome to Kepler, as the Vanguard Archive calls it. The gravimetric distortions we tracked from the EDZ are tangled in an excess of dark matter. In our records, this planetoid was confirmed to be unoccupied and inert. But these readings indicate a singularity. Something's keeping this planetoid stable and our matter intact, but... Guardian, there's a black hole here on Kepler. This is dangerous. If at any point
Yeah,
this
dangerous is
singularity
a little bit of an
destabilizes,
understatement there.
it could swallow us and take the entire soul system with it. We need to find
Just
whoever
casually.
sent our
Yeah, it's a black
invitation.
hole.
They need our help.
Okay, right. So now we're dealing with black holes and time travel? Okay, okay. There's an aircraft carrier? Okay. She used to be a guardian named Orin, Titan that used to work for Marasov and a friend of the Drifter. Got some lore about her on the season the Drifter was introduced. Oh, okay.
Guardian, I can see you've got Elixni hostiles incoming. I'm picking up what I think is a distress signal. I've been able to isolate a radio signal through the telemetry. It has some primitive decryption on it. Should only take me a moment.
Oh. This is pretty cool. Gambit is a gift from the Nine to the Drifter. Interesting. Where am I going? This way? Oh. I gave him massive thingy on the back of his ship that we teleport to when we enter a Gambit match, or to summon the Taken there using the modes. Interesting. And what is the 9 again? Whoa, what's this thing? wires matter more. Okay.
Watch your head. I've never seen Elixir move like this. Mind their vertical, Guardian.
Trying to lead the shot. As far as we know from a lot of lore, they're godlike beings from another dimension created by the gravitational forces from the 9 planets of the solar system. So each one of them is a god of one of the planets. Interesting. Huh. Okay. Kind of cool lore. Oh, wow. I'm trying to compensate for their movement, and I'm just failing at it more and more. Overcompensating.
Mayday! Lodi transmitting. Strange matter detected. Singularity opening near local HI and NHI population.
I can't tell when this Mayday was sent. Whoever made it understands the danger this place is in. But this signal's too weak to have reached us on Earth. This isn't our invitation.
Ikora, it looks like we've got a blockade up ahead.
Are these ancient elixir or futuristic elixir?
Singularity, a distress call, and now another ancient train. But how do they all connect? More importantly, how can we help? The status of the Singularity will worsen with time. We can't do anything about that right this moment. But discovering a locking mechanism this complex, and a radio transmission that sounds human, means we could be on the precipice of encountering another pocket of civilization. By my triage, the most effective thing we can do right now is find the source of the distress signal. The trail we're following leads past the train, then scatters. We'll need to get through to find who called for help. The mechanism here appears to be missing some pieces. I've tracked materials nearby that closely match the frequency of the device. Find them, Guardian.
Am I remembering right that before all the bad stuff happened in Destiny, didn't humanity like
Lodi
spread out
transmitting. Status moonsick.
to the other planets?
Odysseus protocol active.
Odysseus Protocol. We've heard that before. Wait, there's a backlog. Keep moving, Guardian. I'm going to see if these transmissions can give us any more information.
We know they have 2 in-groups, the inner 9 and the outer 9. Oh, interesting. Okay. This device does not respond to your molecular structure. Oh. Well, that's rude. My molecular structure is just fine, thank you. Undiscovered technology.
Dark matter spike in your vicinity. Could be one of the gravimetric distortions Drifter was talking about. Guardian, you alright?
Well, because the Traveler came, that's what allowed us to colonize the other planets.
Your vitals stabilized. Must be a fluke.
Hey, Subliterate, good morning. Destiny question time? Oh boy. It's to test my knowledge. Oh, what's my favorite enemy faction? Ooh. And they're all kind of cool. I think it might be the Vex. Just simply because the idea of them is just kind of wild. I kind of like them. I mean, I really like them all. Which one's my favorite to fight? Probably the Hive. I also know that the 9 are linked to life. So it probably could not exist if we all went extinct. Oh, interesting. Use with dark matter? That seems like a terrible decision. Alright. I like how we're just not having any second thoughts, we're just diving into it. It's like, yeah, sure, whatever.
Well, this sure is new. All your vitals appear to be in order, but your molecules are moving unbelievably fast.
Guardian, this energy pattern is distinct from your expected paracausal signature. It matches the dark matter readings from when we landed. It appears you've managed to somehow fuse with dark matter.
Oh good, you're also timed. Lovely. Dash and jump at the same time to greatly increase your jump height? Oh no. Okay. I am the gumball. That's right. That's the reason people hate these missions. 50% of the time we're a ball. Oh no. What was that game? What was that game that came out that was basically that? You were a ball, but you could like dash and do stuff like that. I wonder if that came out roughly the same time, or well, relatively close to when this came out. Like they were inspired by that and thought it would be cool. Weird. Super weird. Why do bosses always do that? They always warp away when I super. So angry. Lore-wise, Edge of Fate is fantastic. Gameplay-wise, not so much. Yeah, the lore's, the story has already grabbed me. I'm already very interested in where the story's going. Always love timey-wimey black hole stuff. Just good times. Good. How many enemies are they gonna throw at me here? We good? Thanks, son. Okay, I need to become ball. I must ball out, kids say. I don't really understand how this works, but whatever, I guess. Can I exit being a ball early? Oh, we're good. No. Do I have to just like take damage? It still has a shield. Oh, maybe I need to go in here. Ball, go ball. Guardians, transmute and ball out. Wait, why did it want me to go back in there? No. What am I doing now? Matter 9 aided by the aided the Cabal on the invasion during the Red War. They were the ones messing with their systems that didn't detect the Cabal fleeting. Edge of Fate launched, the frame rate in the enclosed tunnels would speed up so badly that it was causing some players to have seizures. Yikes. Yikes. What's this jerk? Stop moving above my head. You absolute turd burglar. Sheesh.
Why send a train to invite us to a black hole? It seems whoever sent our invitation values consistency and catastrophic interference.
About that. I got info, but you're not gonna like it.
Try me.
The gravimetric distortions, the dark matter, the weird train, an invitation? There's only one group of jokers I know who get up to those kinds of theatrics. The 9.
Well, that certainly is a theory. Although I would expect to have already heard from the emissary if that was the case.
How fast did they patch that? And how many times did they get sued?
I'm going to rerun the telemetry to see if I can find another radio transmission and get us some answers.
Achieved precarious stabilization, but still request evacuation due to hostile NHI. If we can't close the singularity, we're pulling everyone in with us. Anyone? You out there?
Odd. The timestamp on this transmission doesn't make sense. It comes after the Mayday, but the timestamp says it was recorded many months before. Either someone is intentionally trying to scramble these transmissions, or the singularity is causing more problems than we thought.
And patch it within 24 hours. I'm gonna say that's a pretty serious problem. She has her Pete stretched over all of the buttons I need to press. Oh, little girl. So I feel like I'm taking way more damage in this mission than I was in previous missions. So there seem to be a lot of frickin' snipers. So maybe that's where it's all coming from. Going there. Okay.
It's the same Elixir combatants from earlier. They are persistent. Stay vigilant and don't let them come back again.
It's clue number one, the ball mechanic was a terrible idea. Yep. I would agree there. Hey, Jim, do you think the players really liked our idea? Well, half of them have had seizures. So, yeah, I think they love it.
I thought I recognized those symbols. This is the House of Exile.
Was it exiled? Man, I feel like these enemies are doing way more damage than they should be. They're seizing with excitement. Look, that one's dancing. I'm fairly certain that's a seizure. Well, I'm gonna think of it as dancing. It makes me feel better inside. Charge the pylons. Okay. I'm still just absolutely baffled that our character decided that touching dark matter and fusing with it was a smart decision. What is that? I don't think they could have the ball mechanic. Oh, don't think they couldn't have the ball mechanic. Much ball for combat that is the problem. They've had like 10% ball, 10% the other mechanics in this DLC, and 80% combat would have been fine. Yeah, the forcing you to do the ball and then having this stuff out here shooting at you while it's happening is a little odd. It's a choice, for sure. I only play Good Morning. Tuesday. How am I liking the planet so far? So the story and the environment is really cool. I'm up in the air on the ball mechanic. It's a little odd. Reason you feel like they're doing more damage because this DLC is from last year. So you know how we said other gameplay DLCs at launch, this was way harder. You're approaching the way harder threshold when the enemies are designed to a current level of power. Oh, okay, I gotcha. That makes sense. makes sense. It's the equivalent of the person who discovered honey. Like, yeah, it worked. Now we have this delicious substance that is honey, but why would you think it's a good idea to stick your hand in a beehive? Fair. Fair. Yeah, food items especially, you gotta wonder, like, who was hungry enough to try some of these items? Like a potato. Like, we all know potatoes are delicious, right? You can cook them in a bazillion different ways. But who picked a potato out of the ground and was like, yeah, this looks edible and delicious? I mean, there are much grosser food items that are also questionable, and like, who thought of this? But
the last time we encountered
potatoes are
these
the one that's like, I always look at a potato and I'm like,
because each of them were
who thought this would be
their
good?
original house.
You think there's too many mechanics that are unnecessary for the progression of the story? Makes the gameplay extremely patience demanding. Luckily, since we're taking it all chill anyway, not too worried about it. Wait a minute. How are you gonna put my chests in here where I can't get to them? To turn into a ball to get the chests? Cereal right now? Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. That's right. That's right. Potato. Can I open chests like this?
That's the last of them, and we've got what we need. Let's head back to the train and see if we can't get past that blockade.
Agape.
Transmissions on the backlog. And the
There's a gun
timestamps
called
are all
Love?
off.
What?
Keep heading for the train. Maybe we can triangulate a location.
Interesting. Return to the mechanism. Yeah, let me just do that. Fine. I'm sure I can figure that out somehow.
Suppose you're right, Drifter, and we are dealing with the Nine. You have the most experience with them. What did you observe in your interactions?
Rumor has it the Nine are extra-dimensional. Caught in the gravity of Sol's heaviest hitters. You know, planets, moons, stuff like that. There are aliens, and there are aliens. And these guys are aliens. They don't live in this dimension, which means they can mess with you.
The Nine can scheme all they like, but until they affect the real world, let's not give them more power than they actually possess.
Imagine the trial and error of mushrooms. Craig ate this one and said it only added an earthy nuance to his steak. Derek ate this one and saw God, and then there's Frank who died. yeah, that's another good one. Yep. Peppers. We tasted the poison they create to avoid being eaten, and it said it tastes kind of funny. I like it. Yeah, peppers too. Yep. You gotta wonder, like, was some of it desperation because they were just so hungry, right? That they just grabbed whatever they thought they could eat? Or was it some, culinary entrepreneur and explorer that just went out into the forest and was like, I wonder what's at the end of these leaves, and pulled it up and was like, oh, This is a carrot. This looks delicious. I wonder how much of each. It would be interesting to take a class on the history of food discovery. I would be very interested to see how much of it was accidental and how much of it was like intentional. There's a mystery nearby. Quick! It's Scooby-Doo! Hey Q and all, good morning. Happy Tuesday to you. Deep in the D2 hole. Getting there. Trying to make it through the campaign before the 31st. Return to the mechanism. Okay.
You trespass the domain of the once exile, chosen of the giver. I am Archon Prime, sovereign of this orbit, speaker of the voice invisible.
That's nice, sir. But I'm trying to get a chest. Am I live on more than Twitch? Yeah, Twitch and YouTube at the same time. Although YouTube is delayed because of the way YouTube works. Unfortunately. It used to be no delay. And then YouTube took that away for whatever reason. They can shoot in, but we can't. That's weird. Oh no, you're good to obliterate. But most of the time, we have more people talking on Twitch than YouTube these days, for Destiny anyway. Which is actually kind of weird. Normally, it's the other way around. Normally, there's more people on YouTube because people hate Twitch. But for some reason, with Destiny, more people are on the Twitch side. Space Marine 2 got an update today. Yeah, I saw it finally released. Check it out tomorrow. Kind of hoping they patch all of the what is likely to be a lot of bugs night, so that tomorrow is more enjoyable. Let's see.
Interesting. That elixir wasn't an Archon. I wonder what that was all about.
In the wake of destruction, one exile more, and one rise.
Hold on. That same voice, this Archon's voice, is coming from another elixir. I'm not sure what's going on.
Exiles! I prophesied the deathless arrival.
Creatures cradled and kissed by the infinite curse of the great machine.
Deathers? That sounds like you, Guardian, but, derogatorily.
Design bids us destroy. Bring death to the deathless. Fulfill the destiny of the House of Exile. Strengthen the singularity and ascend.
That voice is coming from another Elixni.
Your chicken become one. I think the no stems in game, but you start with 10 is bug. Started with no stems at all. Uh-oh. That sounds bad. Way too hard to find. Too hard to find D2 streams on YouTube. Most of them are in Hindi or Japanese. Really? That's interesting. I wonder why that is. That's strange. Huh. I wonder if a bunch of the D2 guys like only stream on Twitch or something. And then they just upload all their videos to YouTube. Huh. Interesting. Very interesting. Let's see what's in here.
I still don't understand how that voice jumped from one exile to another. The witness could possess, but that required a civilization's worth of darkness. Could something have drawn them here? Maybe the high concentration of dark matter is boosting this Archon connection to darkness.
Darkness is about connection of memory, but it doesn't work like that. And dark matter, in spite of the name, has nothing to do with darkness.
Have I done the Renegades campaign yet?
So this
No,
is
I'm
something else
doing them in
entirely.
order. So I'm doing this one, and then I'll do the Renegades. Collect unusual vessel.
Huh. One of the Archon's lackeys dropped something.
Ophiuchus's energy readings are spiking. This is a container of dark matter, the same connected to the singularity. Don't let that go.
We picked up a... okay. Don't let that arc... That, I just lost the word. Oh, hourglass, that's the word. Don't let that hourglass go. Don't you dare. 473. Hot dang. Okay. Alright, we're getting some upgrades. Heck yeah. Nice, dude. 471. Wow. Big upgrades. 68. Dang, dude. Alright. 472. $73. Wow. Wowzers. That was a massive jump in levels. Awesome. Big ones are on YouTube most of the time, but you prefer watching smaller streamers. Like to interact. With the big ones, you see no difference watching them live or just a video. Too many people in chat to really have meaningful reaction. That's true. That is true. Yep. Totally understandable there. Where am I going? Use the mechanism. Okay. Activate.
Hold it. Who do you work for, and what's your business here?
Telemetry originates at this location, but the signal is weak.
What are you doing here?
We're Guardians, from Earth's Vanguard. Circumstances suggest we were invited, but we don't know who sent the invitation.
Who's this nerd?
Earth?
Have you been here a while?
I have journal entries tallying 4 weeks, but my 5 o'clock shadow says a day. Something's wrong with time. It's my job to investigate. You picked up something that's special to the people here. Use it. I'll see you on the other side. We can talk there. You can, tell me all about Earth.
What? I ain't telling you nothing, sir. I don't even know who you are. Some random nerd in the middle of nowhere that we've never seen before. Nerd!
That's the man who sent the distress signal. But he didn't seem in distress.
Something's wrong with time.
I'm curious as to how our contact intends to fix it. But his observations seem to be correct.
And we just got here. There's probably a whole mess of time nonsense just around the corner.
Agreed. This
Time
train's
nonsense.
temporal presence is concerning.
That's the least of our worries. The real head-scratcher is our new friend seeing the people here.
Ikora did say she suspected sentient life.
Hey, Bossatai, good morning. Happy Tuesday to you. Hey, we're on the time train. Time train. Woo! Oh, of course. Should have known. I should have known. Hi, tiny child. Can I help you? You're just gonna stare at me, aren't you? You're just gonna stare at me? It's fine. Hi. Hi. This is my excited bounce. Go your flute, tiny child, too? Yes. She is a child at best. She finally got in her bed.
Sorry for all that earlier. My name's Lodi. My introductions aren't usually that rude. Come on, let me show you around.
I like how he introduced himself and we're just standing there like...
Your companion gave me a debrief about your mission before she insisted on meeting the scientists here.
Scientists?
Oh yeah, the Ionians are brilliant. They've been great hosts since I showed up here a few weeks back.
Objects from a different time were sent to us, like we were called or invited. Did you get one too?
Of sorts. I got a call of my own. I hope your ride was smoother than mine. Are you headed back to Earth after?
Are you asking for a ride?
It's just conversation. Appreciate the offer. I'm staying with the locals for a while. Time distortions all over this place. The Elixni make it hard to traverse further out. Fascinating, aren't they? You know, the language structure is similar to Finnish. Keep an eye out for the House of Exiles. They didn't like me getting close with my recorder. If you're here to sort out the time anomaly, it sounds like we're on the same side. I'll help you look into your calling card. You help the locals with some of the weightier tasks. You seem like you can handle yourself. First in a few words, I can appreciate that.
Yeah. Excuse me. Oh, man.
These Ionians were able to temporarily stabilize the singularity. They prevented their planet from splitting until someone could help. I'm as surprised as you they've eluded us for so long, but this place is shrouded in dark matter. It could have cloaked the presence of sentient life from the outside. Ghost, did you find the source of the distress signal?
We've made contact with Lodi here in the settlement. He's offered to help us look into our invitation if we help the people here. He seems trustworthy, but his presence here feels very convenient.
Yeah, by the look of him, I'd say he's as out of place as we are.
Gonna guess Lodi is from the future. Actually, Lodi just sounds weird. I'm gonna call him Lotte. Lotte! Me old boy Lotte. Approach. Language of the interface is indecipherable. The altar appears to be unpowered. Cannot process a strangelet capsule. It cannot process a strangelet capsule integration. Ghost is tracing power transfers around the altar site. Source appears to be dark matter conduits. Most likely kept away from the Ionian security zone for safety. Ghost believes it's possible to restore power. Isn't Lodi a city in California? He's a charm? He might be. He might be. He's a Lotte. The Ionians are concerned with the fact that I just turned myself into a dark matter ball. Apparently. Perform the rite of ignition.
This is Lodi.
What is this, AdMac?
Ms. Ray said you received my distress call. Ms. Ray asked that I contact the little Sputnik to work with you both on next steps.
Sputnik?
Is there something I should call you? Apart from Guardians, of course.
This is the Guardian. You can call them Guardian, thank you. I am called Ghost.
Pleasure to be working with you, Mr. Ghost. The Ionians are in less dire straits now, but if anything triggers the singularity, we risk losing the planetoid. Between a black hole on one side and the Archon on the other, the locals had no choice but to seal their settlement. They've been trying to track down that capsule you picked up for ages. Head to the big mechanism at the center of the village. The Ionians call it the Altar of Relativity.
The Altar of Relativity? That sounds relatively ominous. Yeah. Am I having to perform a rite of ignition?
Guardian, the trail we followed here to this planetoid is the strongest through that mechanism.
The singularity must be beyond there. Contained, thanks to the Ionians. If Drifter's right, the source of our invitation and the source of the singularity are one and the same. I think the 9 are here. Keep this to yourselves for the moment. Our top priority is stabilizing this planetoid. Unless the 9 plan to interfere, they're not a concern.
Lodi, we're at the altar.
Mr. Ghost, this is Lodi. Excellent. Go ahead and drink the contents.
Drink?
No, that can't be right. You do not want to do that. Just say again, do not drink the dark matter in that container. Pour the contents into the mechanism. Hold on, I was provided a diagram. I am so sorry. Ionian verbs change based on the size and shape of the container. I'm still getting a hang of the beverage cutoff. Seems to be somewhere around 2 liters. Anyways, the canister contents need to get poured into the mechanism, and all you need to do is drop it in.
What? Nerds with their nerd temples for their nerd religion? This is I'm getting AdMech, like Warhammer 40k AdMech vibes from some of this. Like performing the rite of maintenance, that's very AdMech-y. Very Warhammer. Integrate Strangelet capsule. I'm sorry. The size of that thing is just ridiculous. Why does the universe keep showing us a poorly drawn human stick figure? A sacred liminal space. Okay. The altar of relativity appears to be a relic of a bygone era, a jump drive converted from pre-Golden Age technology. It's been damaged and repaired with components that are obviously straining to contain the forces surging inside. Ghost remarks, singularity stabilizers likely aren't an off-the-shelf item. The Ionians have been extremely clever and resourceful in assembling this complex device, despite the relative lack of resources. Still, the altar is definitely unstable. Strangelet capsules appear to be the only method of effectively stabilizing the altar. By extension, the singularity. Okay.
Guardian, Mr. Ghost, allow me to introduce you to Dean Rebecca, leader of the Ionians.
Dean Rebecca. I've never heard the name Dean. It's beautiful.
Well, the Ionians use a sort of academic hierarchy from what I can tell. And wait, you've never heard the title Dean before?
No. Is it an Ionian name?
No, they use it as a
Anchor
mark of high
95,
status.
good
here.
morning. Happy Tuesday to you.
Oh, and
welcome in.
so you know,
This campaign's
they
long.
Haven't seen other humans in centuries. Be patient with them. Our presence here is tremendously
So the
significant.
Ionians are human. Okay. Interesting. Okay. You hear the stranger speak, but can't understand. These are literally AdMech. The bottom of her helmet, you see a tear fall onto her tunic. Can't understand her, but know it is the universal language of prayer? What? She gestures to the distance towards an influx of Vex, and from her intonation you infer a Vex mind threatens her settlement. Okay.
Translating what I can, the Dean's honored
This is your
to
least
encounter
favorite
the first
campaign?
new
Very
humans in
tedious with all the running
centuries.
around.
She says the Ionians' deity, the thing they call the Holy Anomaly, is on the other side of the altar, threatened by the Singularity. The capsule we put into the altar stabilizes rings of the lock to keep the Singularity contained. It's a collection of dark matter she called a strangelet. You'll need to get through the lock if you want to find out what's on the other side. We'll need your muscle, Guardian.
Okay. These are very... I'm getting a lot of Warhammer crossover vibes from this so far. These Vex look cool. Hi. Activate energy pulse. Yes. No. These are the conductor's Vex, also called coral. Okay. Coral Vex, huh? Gotcha, gotcha. Fancy. Fancy looking. Everything is very gold and silver in this range. Jacob, good morning. Tuesday to you. Immune? Oh, come on. Just make everything immune. Cool, man.
So Lodi, tell me more about how you got here. The more we know, the better chance we can find a solution.
All I know is I woke up here 4 weeks ago in a singed suit. I don't remember how I got here. I know I'm from Earth, I remember my family, but not much else.
That sounds like how a light bearer would wake up. But you don't have a ghost.
No, I'm alive. I mean, you probably know more about this place than I do. But I do remember hearing Guardians have a complicated relationship with memory. Is there any truth to that?
That's a fairly common question. Guardians forget who we were before our first resurrection. We forget in exchange for the light.
Shame. Feels cruel.
Use Rosetta to decipher Ionian text. Okay. Like you're having fun, I'm just gonna let you kill each other. The Dean eyes you with curiosity, then recognition. You return with newfound understanding. Our languages converge. I am filled with delight and questions. There is so much I wish to know about the world we left behind. But first, the world we inhabit now is troubled, and our altar's connection to the holy anomaly is disrupted. It's a signal that calls for your answer.
Drifter? You brought them my message, capsized. Find my frequency. I'm not Neon.
No way. Orin. Neon. Orin, what happened to you? I thought you were locked in as the Nine's errand runner. You were gone.
Yes, but my memory is a mess. It's all vetiver. Damn it. Rig transponder. You can pinpoint my location.
Vetiver? What is vetiver? Is that an actual word? Hang on. Vetiver is a grass. Wait, what? Okay. I guess maybe she's speaking nonsense as like a side effect. Hey, Baggy the Weeb. Tuesday, good morning to you. Having a good one. Oh my goodness. Ignore my stormtrooper aim, chat. Was just firing warning shots. Yep. Her vocabulary is all jumbled because she used to speak for the Nine and they're all freaks. Oh, okay. Gather signal to
The hell, Orin? Why do you sound like you ate a dream journal?
Petrichor. Damn it. I am not adjusting to linear time well.
So she has Tourette's.
I am no longer emissary. I quit.
You quit?
Yeah, so, okay. So, question. When she quit, and she shed whatever she shed, what was she shedding, like, a body? It was very strange, because she came out in all of her Titan armor. Like, but I don't know how that all fit inside the other body. It was very strange. Bigger on the inside, I think, is a good way to put that. Open the map guide. Okay. Cool. Thanks. Go down here.
Thought you'd ascended or something. Become a higher being. I didn't know you could quit being emissary.
Me either. But with the right motivation, anything is Starlight. You'd be proud. I'm malted.
Oh, I have to know what you mean by malted.
Exactly what it sounds like. I wanted my body back. I wanted my will back.
So... Okay. Campaign will finally let us take on servitors ball to ball. Hey, Walking Tuesday, good morning.
We gotta find her. She only
It
just
was at a
found
great cost, such
shows,
as
for
memory
Pete's
gaps,
sake.
garbled speech
Got
patterns,
your
and mental
location,
fog.
Oren.
Huh. Okay.
Never thought I'd hear from you again.
Scrambled eggs. I meant to deliver a message, but can't remember what it is. I know the 9 will need a replacement emissary. They will not find one nearby on the X-axis. They will need to search a millennia up and down the Y.
The X and Y axis? What? Okay. Want to join in a Discord chat room right now? No. That would be very hard to do while streaming. But I appreciate the invitation to whatever it is. If you take out the emissary's skin, the knives don't have traditional bodies they wish they had, but all their experiments on creating bodies for them on this dimension didn't go too well. Oren didn't even get the short end of the stick, but they did to Zur. He's a Cthulhu-faced guy that mostly lives hosting a game show and trading weapons. Poor Zur. Sealed. Oh no, more symbols? Boy, okay.
My message found you. I'm Oren, once a guardian, like you. When I last reached out to the Vanguard, I warned you of the Nine's fallibility. The results of
So
that
does she not have
fallibility
a
are in play
ghost
now,
anymore?
I think. You will fix it. But how isn't clear. Everything I knew is scattered. My will, cleaved from service and rough-hewn clay. It wasn't bloodless, but I know I chose this for a reason. I did. In my memory, when I touch my hand to the moment, I am overcome with dissonance and another shape buried in noise assuming my place. I must speak sharpness to the drifter, a tint on knowledge held but still unknown. I'll need your help hunting down the fate that brought us here.
So, Oren, you quit and now you're just here?
Zur does get to hang out with the Space Horse, though.
Annoying you had to see
That seems
me
like a pretty sweet
this
deal.
now. Scrambled eggs in someone else's shoes. How have you been?
Oh, busy. Feet planted on the ground more often than not. Seeing someone new these days.
Oh. Oh, good. Good for you. Can't say the same. I've been too busy corralling my electrons. Who are you seeing?
It's, Eris Morn.
Ho-ho! You have a type, Drifter. I'm happy for you both. Really.
Okay. Zur's always hunched like that because a Titan thought he got shorthanded and took a hammer of soul to his spine. Wait, really? Dang Titans. Brutal. Or Zur. Hope that Titan got a timeout. At least 20 minutes. Think about what he did. Or she did. I know 20 minutes is a pretty harsh punishment for a Titan, but you know, sometimes you gotta be harsh. for it real quick. 475. My goodness. Sure. Yeah, we're getting crazy upgrades. This is great. 460. Sure. His punishment was no crayons for dinner. In his next 3 lunches, he was only allowed to eat the brown crayons, which are known for being very Play-Doh-like. Wait, they would probably like Play-Doh. I don't know what the flavor would be, but it's something Titans wouldn't like. Broccoli. Tastes like broccoli. The Titan's punishment's having to be a Titan. As you access the interface, it melds with Rosetta, speaking words from an Ionian into your inner voice. Speaking words from an Ionian into your inner voice. Okay. Anomaly blessed. I am Rosian, the altar's technician, and one honored to deliver what help we can. We offer in awe our findings to aid you. Should you see fit, your impressive drone will receive actionable data to locate Strangelet capsules and use the altar's relativistic connection with them as a cipher to pass into the cordoned regions of Kepler. With our current integrations and research, you will gain access to the Central Academy and the Exiles Cord. There is a brief pause as Ghost accepts the data transmission. Most gracious, anomaly blessed. Transfer commencing. We shall continue our research into the other stolen strangelets. With further integrations, the remaining capsules will increase synchronicity with the altar and allow us to impose a shifted perspective that ignores the cordons by our observation of the strangelet beyond them. It is a delicate alignment, but our efforts can only improve through iteration. This is so AdMech. Does Warhammer know they did this? Okay. So I'm assuming I need to do both of these. Okay. Oh, they're all 3 highlighted. Okay, sweet. So, we have one this way, we have one this way. Alright. Excuse me. The Curtilage Divide, or the Ionian Campus. Go to the Curtilage. Sounds fun. You've been given freshly made chili mac. Yo, chili mac sounds delicious. I'm jealous. It sounds so good. Sounds heartburn inducing, but it sounds delicious. Hey Lone Wander, good morning. Happy Tuesday to you. Unseal. Evolve. Evolve. Oh, hey nerd. Like his Walkman.
I hear he had a run-in with that Archon fellow. Or his cutouts, anyway. Apparently he's the leader of these exiled Elixni, but nobody's seen him in a long time. Real recluse.
The Ionians say he can speak through the mouths of his followers, like some kind of psychic thing. But that's absurd, right? Have you seen this little ventriloquist act? Huh. Well, I'll believe it when I see it myself. I suggest you do a little bang and burn to draw out their leadership.
Turns
Once
out
we
your
know
grandmother
exactly
made
who
it,
we're
which makes
dealing
it
with,
even
we can
better.
do a more
Oh,
realistic threat
yeah.
assessment.
Dude, why is it that food made by grandparents
I
is
haven't been
like
very deep
it's
into the
always
Exiles
better?
Accord. They aren't fond of
It's just,
visitors.
it just is. It's just like a fact of
This
life.
architecture seems a little out of the box.
We've dealt with the Lixney houses before, but this does feel different.
Lodi, I need to be frank. I don't buy your story.
Yeah. Well, you don't know the half of it. If I wasn't me, I also wouldn't buy my story.
What do you know about whatever brought you here?
Nothing. I woke up here in a singed suit after the most insane fall of my life.
All?
It seems the local Elixni had developed a parallel form of teleportation. They're using dark matter to create portals. If we want to infiltrate their sphere of influence, we'll need that capability. Mr. Drifter says you've got the skills for a smash and grab, so I suggest we go loud. Get us a sample of that tech and we'll be in business.
They have a plus 60% saturation buff to everything they cook and bake. Good food takes time. Grandparents are usually retired and have more time to spend on the cooking. That's fair. That's fair. Alright, it's rollerball time. Let's do this. Rollerball action, rollerball. It would be crazy. There was some magical spice that you only discover and learn about when you become a grandparent. So all they do is just add that spice to all the food. Instantly makes it better. The secret sauce, if you will. When you first saw that you could become a ball, it reminded you of the times you used to play Banana Monkey Ball at the arcade. Banana Monkey Ball? I've never heard of that. I was trying to think, I swear there was a game that came out, I don't know how long ago, but it was you were a ball like that, going through tubes and stuff. But I can't remember the name of the game. Need to be a ball to get in there, don't I? Son of a biscuit. Excuse me, I need to ball out. Is there a ball machine? Somewhere? Overloading generator. Oh, picking up conductive charges. Okay. This game where you roll around in a clear ball piloted by a monkey trying to collect as many bananas as you can before completing the level with 4 pineapples. Huh. I've never heard or seen of that. Sounds kind of fun, actually. What? What am I supposed to be doing here? Ah. Ah. Super Monkey Ball 2 on the GameCube was much of your childhood? Never played it. Like Marble Madness back in the old days, more visually. Marble Madness. That sounded familiar? I'm gonna have to look it up after stream today. Because it may be Marble Madness that I'm thinking of. Maybe. Used to have one at the Chuck E. Cheese you used to go to before they closed up shop in there. It is pretty similar to okay, so maybe Marble Madness is what I'm thinking of then. Oh, you're talking about Super Monkey Ball. You're feeling the need to clear the area I'm in with Power Washer? Yeah, you've been playing too much Power Washer Sim. Man, good old Chuck E. Cheese. There's still one around here. But it's not the Chuck E. Cheese from my childhood that I remember. They took out all the animatronics. And now there's just some poor person in a mouse costume that comes out and dances with the kids every once in a while. It's kind of sad, actually. At least they still have the key-ball. But I was gonna say I don't know how it stays in business. I know how it stays in business. Those coins are expensive. But it's amazing. I don't know. It's one thing that, that's one of the places that I thought for sure when the pandemic was going on that would close down. Like I figured it would have just gone the way of the dodo. But nope. Somehow stayed alive. No clue how. Hey, Finn Ferret, doing Edge of Fate, you're sorry. I'm liking it so far, it's not too bad. I think we should get into this. When you went to had a person in a mascot costume and the bots on stage. It was so far between visits for me that I don't know when they took out the... Like, they removed the whole stage and everything that the animatronic bots were on. Completely changed the inside of the whole place. Puzzles were annoyingly convoluted, at least when you played. Maybe it was just you being slow. Oh, I can guarantee I'm gonna get very confused on any puzzles. How long did it close, Maggie? You just got shot straight up through a wall on Terminus in Space Marine 2? Awesome. I can't wait to fight the overpowered boss they put in. Tomorrow's gonna be a hoot. Did you explode on me? I already died once from here. I wonder if they fixed the bugs with the new heroics yet. I would hope so, given that the PTR ended like 3 weeks ago. It's been 10 years, Maggie? Oh, okay. Last time I went to one was a year ago? Has it been a year already? For my my best friend's kid's birthday. They had a blast, which was, you know, all that really matters. As long as the kids are having fun. Can't really go to one unless you got a kid with you. Oh, is that a rule now? Actually, a good rule. Surprised that didn't get implemented earlier. They didn't stop me because I was part of a party or whatever, but interesting. This guy's got some HP. Dang. I need you to die, please. It's been a rule? It's one of the first ones? Really? I never knew that. COVID killed one of your favorite buffets in your town? COVID killed a lot of stuff.
New teleportation tech. It's mounted in an old cannon frame. That's handy. Scans show the power cell and space inverter have been tampered with.
This crazy
Those
thing.
mechanisms have dark matter cores. They'll wear out fast. It looks like this mobile unit creates an entangled link between a jump pad and wherever you're aiming. Just be careful what you pointed at.
It does what? Use? Okay. Alright. You found a relocator launcher. You can use it to activate fallen relocator pads, allowing you to teleport to previously inaccessible areas. What? Huh? Wait, they're one-time use? Speaking of buffets, there's still 2 in your area that are operational. Man, I don't think there's any operational near me. Now that I'm thinking about it, maybe 1. They even knocked the building down. Dang. You would have totally opened your own restaurant if you had the money. I've always thought it would be cool to own a restaurant. But I don't know that I could handle all of the madness and craziness that comes along with it. Updated your graphics drivers and now your second monitor doesn't work? Uh-oh. That's not good. You got 1 Asian buffet and a Golden Corral. Ooh. The one buffet I'll never go back to. Golden Corral is terrifying. The amount of people that grab stuff with their hands and then put it back is terrifying. You have no idea what a Golden Corral is? Golden Corral is a giga buffet with anything and everything you can think of American. At least the last time I was in one, which was, granted, this was like 15 years ago. It was the last time I was in a Golden Corral. But they have pretty much any American food you can think of. There's a dessert buffet, there's a salad bar, there's a dinner buffet, breakfast buffet, like everything, right? And there are sneeze guards and stuff, and there are, of course, utensils to get the things out. But a lot of the times what happens is kids, especially, will reach in and grab something, then decide they don't want it. Or they'll reach in with their dirty little hands and contaminate all of the food. Yeah. The one in your area still has a chocolate fountain. Okay, see, now the chocolate fountain is one of the nastiest parts. Because people will stick their hands in there. Yeah, think a poor person's version of a Las Vegas buffet. Yeah, yep. Your buffet rule, if you touch it, it goes on your plate. Yeah, and that's normally, most people will go by that rule. But for some reason, at a Golden Corral, people just lose all sense of sense, and they just, it's gross. It's gross. Buffets aren't really as popular over there. I think they're losing popularity, I think, as time goes on, because people are finally realizing how gross they are. They have a staff member watching it at all times to remedy that. Oh, the fountain? Even that, I mean, somebody does something, what are they gonna do? They live in Sweden, you don't think you've ever seen a buffet here after COVID? I don't know why, but I didn't expect Sweden to have buffets. I feel like you guys are too refined for that. Maybe a misconception on my part. The last time you went years ago, someone came back up with their plate. There was stuff on their plate they evidently didn't like, so they just raked it back into the tub on the bar and moved on. Put your plate down, walked away, and never went back. Ugh. Ugh. It's so gross. Oh, man. I'm not sure I would even do a Chinese buffet at this point. I've never seen anything egregiously gross at a Chinese buffet, for whatever reason. but it's still a buffet. Anywhere anybody can freely get something is just yikes. Gotta check your tomato plants. Gotta keep them tomatoes in line.
Good work out there. You got some real moves. Normally, agents that skilled at wet work have checkered pasts. Makes me wonder how you came to be so dangerous. With expanded access, we can investigate those Elixni in earnest and find the truth about this so-called Archon. I've got some ideas on that. Catch up with me later to get started.
Who the heck is this dude? Been to the Golden Corral yesterday in your area? They're really protective of the chocolate fountain because the closest one is an 8-hour drive away. Woo! Go to a Chinese buffet in China, it's chaos. Wait, really? I guess that makes sense. Probably a lot more people to contend over that buffet. What was there? You sat down in a chair waiting for food, felt stuff crawling down your leg. The chair was infested with roaches? Oh, Lord. Oh, no. No. What are all these nightmare stories? I know, right? Oh, my Lord. Then you gotta wonder how long it's been since they've had a health inspector. Losing your appetite? Bugs are just extra protein, guys. Come on. Oh. Apparently red lines are lethal to dark matter balls. Got it. Tomatoes got some water, so they should be happy for a little while. I'm just... my brain immediately created a cartoon image of little jumping happy tomatoes in my brain. So, there you go. There's that. that is what they're doing right now. They're jumping for joy. Happy little tomato. Bob Ross would be proud. Sitting here staring at your bowl of food, don't even want to eat it now. Oh no. But your bowl of food is tasty. Health inspector's right next door to the Golden Corral and they get checked daily. Oh, well, there you go. Now see, I might give that Golden Corral a chance because of that. Maybe. The roach chair thing just killed it for you. See, you gotta use your brain to change it. So instead of the chair being covered in roaches, it is a roach sitting in a chair, attempting to have dinner with a nice little napkin tied around its neck, little bib. And then you give him a very cartoony head. And then, you know, add in some Looney Tunes, maybe an anvil drops on it or something like that. Boom. There you go. That makes it worse. Okay, well, I tried. Hey, RSQ, welcome back. Happy Tuesday to you. Good morning. Us talking about people being gross at buffets pretty much ruined your appetite. I'm sorry, guys. It's my bad. My bad. I started it. I'm sorry. Felt bad for a place called Spring Gardens here. They moved into a building near some residential housing. Oh. Oh, they moved, but they're doing good now. Okay, that's good. Yeah, that sucks for businesses when you have like somebody next door that obviously doesn't like take care of their space, and I know a couple times there's been some restaurants that had to move because like the place next door did something stupid and like, you know, their pipes got frozen or whatever, and then they came in and tried to do something and it made the pipes explode, and so it ruined the, you know, the place next door and the place next door to that or whatever. It's like, it always sucks when stuff like that is just completely out of your control. You just kind of have to figure it out. I just stole a bacon slice from your bowl. It's so over. Cat's eating good. Cat's eating good. Like, hey, well, if you're not gonna eat it, I will. Yeah, the cat will eat it. Food is tasty. And confirmed. Okay. That mechanic seems so pointless right now. Maybe it'll make more sense later, but that seems so pointless. Like, here, grab this rocket launcher thing, shoot it at a wall socket, step through a teleporter so you can get through some red lines. Like, could we not just, I don't know, limbo, maybe? Luckily, when your apartment gets really bad, the worst you get is ants. Dude, ants have been tenacious this year. We usually get some that like to come in through the kitchen, the little half window in the kitchen. And usually we can just put a single trap down and they're gone pretty quick. And we don't have to worry about them for the rest of the summer. But they have started coming in under the back door now. And even though we put a trap back out there, we still get a few stragglers that come in. They just bebopping around on the kitchen floor. Like, they're not even, there's no lines, there's no swarms. It's just like 5 of them, and they're just kind of spread out, going willy-nilly everywhere. Can't seem to get rid of them. Now you have to give the other cat a slice too, because she's complaining. Typical cats. Typical cats. Okay, there's a relocator. Am I just relocating myself over and over? Is that what I'm doing here? Well, that's protected. What? Hold on. There we go. Okay. Oh, everybody respawned. Okay. Well, that's There's a small town where cleanliness is a suggestion more than a rule. But a lot of problems in residential places. Worked briefly for an internet company doing the last bit of installation in the places you visited here. I completely understand where you're coming from. So in my job that I did 2 years ago, before the company shut down, I often went on a so it was for affordable housing. And I often went on trips to do due diligence on new properties they wanted to buy. And, man, some of the stuff that I saw in those places was Yikes. Yikes. But on one hand, some of it was, you know, you'd have somebody's gonna take this the wrong way. You would have people in these affordable homes, these apartments, right? That where they came from, bugs in the house are just a normal thing, right? And that's not a normal thing here. So unfortunately, what we'd have to do is when we were walking the units, we would have to mark down that there was a bug problem, which usually got those people in trouble because they're supposed to be clean. But to them, those bugs were it was just a normal thing, right? It was interesting stepping into situations like that and trying to put yourself in their shoes to get their perspective of it. A lot of crazy stuff during that job. The sad thing was when we would walk in and there were, and this is not a joke, several times in several different places, we would walk in and there would be kids in the apartment by themselves. There's no food. There's no furniture. Maybe a sleeping bag or two. And no parents to be seen whatsoever. And what would happen was these people would get these houses for free. The government would pay for them. Apartments. And they would just dump the kids. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know where I was going on that tangent, but yeah. Ooh, that's rough, Ben Ferret. Lucky enough to not have ants at your house. Your house has been marked as a cat sanctuary by the stray cats? That's awesome. You were cleaning out an apartment for your boss when you were in your teens? Found a meth pipe? Your bosses were a cop and a firefighter? Oh no. Man, that was something else. We'd walk some of those apartments and you'd just find drugs of all sorts on the counters, just out in the open. And other unmentionable things. Most of the time we wouldn't say anything unless it was really bad. But yeah, I saw some crazy stuff during that job. Crazy stuff. Another one of these jerks? You guys are tough. They have a lot of HP. No more food in the bowl, gotta make another one. Delicious food. All this talk about food's making me hungry. You had to get tested for AIDS because you stepped on a hypodermic needle in one house? Yikes. That was always a big worry when we were walking those units. Because, of course, there would be, amongst all of the other stuff, occasionally there was a hoarder. And we had to walk at least parts of the apartment to see what needed to be replaced. And man, it was always a worry, especially in those situations that we'd get poked by something, or it eventually, man, it was probably 5 years into this. I think we finally got to the point where it was a no touch, and if we came across an apartment like that, we just marked everything as bad and didn't even enter. because we had a scare like that where one of the other teams, because usually we have 2 or 3 teams walking all the units, and one of the other teams, that happened to a maintenance dude, and after that they were like, yeah, if you see something like that, just don't go in, just mark it bad. Okay. But you know, that was 5 or 6 years after we started doing after I started joining the team that did that stuff. Crazy job. What? What? Okay. What's this? Okay. Biblical greed for your cats. Cats do be like that. Yep. Speaking of hoarder apartments, if you ever feel like one of those American picker guys. Oh, did you ever feel like one of those American pickers trying to get through an apartment? Hey Gunner, good morning. Happy Tuesday. So, usually what happened is I would stay in the front half of the apartments, usually where like the living room and stuff was, and like the kitchen, and then the maintenance guy would go do the back half of the apartments, because we always had a team of 2. So luckily, I didn't have to do stuff that was too crazy. After you finish this story, you can unlock an exotic which is used to shoot those electric flowers. Okay. Okay. Puzzle campaign? Yes. Yes, indeed.
Guardian, I've made myself a contact within the Elixir ranks. Apparently not everyone is happy with the way things are being run.
You little sleuth.
That's the idea. Anyway, there's apparently a power station nearby feeding a lot of juice into something off-site.
Got it. I'm reading high levels of arc energy.
It's mixing with signatures matching the singularity.
Follow Lottie. Oh, that's a big stretch, little girl. That was a big stretch. My goodness. The puzzles are so hard coming from a person that plays Tetris. I am not a good Tetris player, so it's not. Look at this goober. She just zonked. Just completely zonked. Alright, let's do it. Start the mission. Wait, start it? Come on. Where'd my interaction go? There we go. If Bungie survives long enough to work on D3, give one demand. Tired of your Guardian being an awkward mutant cutscenes? Give us some voice lines. It is really weird when and where they chose the Guardian to actually have a voice. It's so few and far between. Hey, Pupper, good morning. Just got off your shift? Nice. Happy Tuesday. Your cat does that right next to you while you play games? She has to be on my hand. I keep trying to get her to lay it like on my arm so that my hand doesn't hurt as her little head. But no, she has to lay on my hand. She sits because you play controller.
All right.
So
Guardian,
tomorrow
this
when
has
we're
to be the
playing
house's power plant.
Warhammer
There's a
40K,
massive current
Space Marine
moving
2.
through the cables around us, and
What she does when I'm using a controller, because I'll play
My
that with
informant
controller,
Kielsk tells me that
she will
power
force
is going
herself
straight
between
into a
me and the
warship.
controller and curl up into a little ball.
If we can get to a
And
power
stick
plant's
all of her
controls
feet
while it's
under the
charging their
controller.
ship, we can send a lethal surge
All
to it
four.
from here before it ever leaves port.
Crafty. And it'll buy time to hunt down the Strangelet capsule in the Accord.
The Lodi conversation in the beginning of Edge of Fate was so awkward, even for Lodi. Yeah, he's a very odd character. For sure. Just normal cat activities, yes. Yeah, especially for her. Lottie. If only you could have a cat. It's the best part about living on your own. What are you doing, little girl? Because then you can have a pet. Well, as long as the place you're living allows you to have pets, of course. But
If we stop the singularity from expanding,
who
stabilize
here would
Kepler,
actually take up a vow of silence?
maybe they'll stand down.
A fat chance we talk a psycho like that off a ledge. He's a true believer in
I've always wondered,
whatever psychos believe in.
does a vow of
They aren't
silence...
leaving us many
it probably
options.
depends on the vow,
We need to
I
reach the
suppose.
anomaly.
But does a vow of silence mean you can't talk to animals? Can you talk to yourself? You can't talk at all? I don't know if I could do it if I couldn't talk to animals. Or myself. I mean, at least let me sound crazy. Talk to myself all the time. It's the only way I know I'm sane. Something like that. There's some logic in there. Promise.
Deathless, why have you come? Glimpses are seen of your actions, but your motive ever shrouded. When my house found Saul, saw the great machine with your world, we left in defeated peace.
Remember a short story called The Most Dangerous Game? A movie. I've never heard of that. It's also a movie now. Discord does not allow you to send a 30-second video. What channel are you trying to put it in, Gunner? I probably have some crazy settings that I need to fix. Most likely. Because you don't have nitro. Ah, okay. Gotcha. Dangerous game. Put that on my list. Check that out.
It looks like this station is actually drawing some form of power from these native cyto colonies. So, chimes are the generator?
This whole place is wired like a rat's nest. It's worse than my ship.
The Deathless was foretold. See how they must kill as prophesied? Kiver Sight warned me of this final test. I'll be resilient, my house.
Keeper sight? Interesting. Yeah, I know Fent.
Look alive, hero. They're piping in splinter mines. Crazy sons of crabs are gonna cause a damn cave-in.
You're
Sons
on
of
bomb
crabs.
defusal, Guardian.
This
Lavask sure likes to talk,
Okay, we got that.
making a show of us barging into his house. Maybe we pull his moxie out from under him and he lets some intel slip.
Unless he sees that coming. All this prophecy talk. Back in my day, you'd kill a fella fair without knowing the future.
Think he's really clairvoyant?
Back in my day, we killed him fair and square. That is some good stuff right there. Oh my goodness. Did I just get taken out of my... Deploy, my little minions.
Not to alarm you, Guardian, but a mine is getting dangerously close to detonating.
Weird interaction that suspended pulls you out of Weed Walk. It is really strange. We go. Here. Aha.
Okay, Guardian, we need to find a way to overload that control panel.
Once we do, the immense surge of current will wreak havoc on whatever warship the house is trying to power up.
Probably why they tried to blow us up. I guess they're trying to unplug. We should hustle up.
Alright. There's our ball transformation spot. Out here. The weekly in Space Marine 2 this week is Cancer. Wait, did it reset? Does it reset today or tomorrow? It's been so long since I played, I've completely forgot.
Go on.
Where the... What? I can't shoot them. I need... I must transform. I must become Rollerball. Am I blind, guys? Don't answer that. No, I'm blind. Just don't know where the ball thing is. Where are the deuce? got the video to work, but I had to send a Twitch link. Overload the station batteries? Oh. Helps if I, follow the thing that it's trying to tell me to do.
Like vile Vex, the Deathless is violence-driven. They cannot be turned away by reasoned words. Only blood.
Mighty Archon, we hear your prophecy. The Deathless kneels before the Giver with your blessing. Just open the way.
Will what now?
This was not our tricks. You conspire with metal invaders to keep us from the Giver. To draw our house into folly.
Hey, Dazzy. Happy Tuesday. Good morning. Rollerball. Rollerball. Oh, come on. This probably wouldn't be so bad if they made the jumping a little more. I guess the jumping's pretty great. Never mind.
Devout Resilisk, your work is done. Bring these walls down on the Deathless. Show your Archon true faith. This world will slip into unknown spaces, as I have seen it. Exiles with it. Their death is fated to be reborn.
Reborn. Hey, we did it.
Well, what's your next plan? Stand there with the guns pointed at each other until
That's
someone
Thursday.
gets cold
That's the name of a gun. Okay.
So the Archon didn't take the bait, but he mentioned being kept from the Giver. Sounds like, despite their push to the Singularity, something's still cutting them off from it. That means we don't have to rush right in unless they make a move. Maybe there's somewhere else we can apply pressure.
You're a kid. Those things been shooting at you since you landed on this dump, and you still haven't pulled your piece.
That's right. Unlike you, I don't prefer a gun to solve my problems when questions work just as well.
Enough.
Wow.
We may have knocked out their power, but the Archon's
Throwing
still
down
out
the
there.
smack talk.
We'll need to be ready when they make their next move.
Lottie got some pizzazz. Alright, guys. I'm going to take a quick restroom break. I will be right back.
You sure your informant ain't running us around in circles, Square?
Kiosk is risking a lot just to speak with me. And I've vetted them, of course.
Yeah, you're probably right. All those ones that tried to kill us are just bad apples.
People aren't all one way or another. That's what makes this interesting.
Oh. Well, I was moitered. That's fun. Okay. Did it send us straight into another mission? Got moitered, good. We got moitered. It didn't send us into another one, okay. Oh no. Okay. Where the heck are we going? I didn't, Warlock.
I've been talking to that drifter fellow. Not a name I'd self-apply, but I like him. He understands what it's like to be stranded far from home. Anyway, he was telling me about these aliens who are giving the Ionians such a hard time, the Elixni. Apparently, they normally live on something called ether. Huh. Seems like you already have some experience with it. Interesting. The locals say these elixni augment their supply with dark matter. Who knows what physiological effects that's having? Might be the reason they're so hostile. I suggest you assess their production lines. If we learn how the dark matter is affecting them, it might give us some leverage.
Okay. Wow. Another big upgrade. Holy moly. Okay. Cool, man. We're jumping up in light levels here. We're 75. Nothing like a 20 light level difference. Cool. 460, 460. Sure. I don't know how much longer we're gonna use Verity's, but we'll pump it. Great. Awesome. Good stuff, man. That's rude, sir. Go behind me and do that. Excuse you. You know, you could have just left me alone. You didn't have to die. But no. Test your eyesight. The campaign. I know, right? The snipers are as they should. Just did it in a private match. One of the best counters to we walk is suspend. Hit me once and you disappear. That's half my builds. Woo. Damage. That damage. Do all these guys have... Very concerned about this. Why do I have an ether charge? Oh. Any suspend source pulls you out of Weave Walk. Huh. Weird. You would think as, you know, as a strand person Weave Walking, that you would be immune to being taken out of your walk. I guess not. Rollerball. Whatever a rollerball does. Rolling around. Rollerball.
That's what the floor was.
Oh yeah, Iron Banner's this week. I suppose I should probably do some of that, even though I have zero PvP loadout or any idea of what to do for PvP or any of that jazz. What am I doing with this thing? Press the button. Yes. Okay. I have button pressed. Okay. Yes. Nope. Nope. Yes. Hey, we did it. Alright, sweet. What's been my favorite raid so far? Oh man. That's a good question. I don't know. Don't know. Iron Battalion set 4 pieces super good. Yeah? Oh wow. A lot of things to explode. Was that? Oh, I guess that was all that was needed. Okay. Use Deadman's Tail with 2 kinetic targeting mods on your helmet and just have fun. Kinetic targeting mods? What kind of weapon is Deadman's Tail? I used to play when I did PvP. I think I used to use pulse rifles. Deadman's Tail's a scout. I could probably work with a scout. Oh, it's one of the exotics we got yesterday. Okay. So check it out. I'll have to, you guys will have to help me make a somewhat decent PvP build, so I'm not just a Terabad rolling around. I'm assuming Strand is pretty strong. It's got lever action goodness. Oh. Got iron sights, which is what you like about it. Ah, okay. I usually like a good mid-distance scope. I don't like super long, like a sniper scope.
Informant?
Unless I have an actual room,
First it's a contact,
like unless the map is
then it's an
actually so
informant.
big that a sniper
They're
scope makes
taking
sense.
a liking to you.
Maybe a way to help the house calm down and see straight again. I'm sending coordinates, but keep on that heading.
Lodi, Drifter, checking in. How goes your recon on the House of Exile?
The Guardian's handling the situation well, but Miss Ray, to be honest, I don't like this. There has to be a way to de-escalate the situation.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. I've been watching the house from the derelict, and they are one ruthless group.
Do they appear to be in league with the Conductor? That would tell us something at least.
Not sure who that is. I have to believe this Archon is a lone actor.
It's like the Witness. I can't take the Conductor as a name seriously. Where in the heck am I going? Got no indicator. What's this? Oh. She's kind of unserious. How do I... The name of the Conductor, after having a person called the Witness, is kind of like somebody saying that, like, her name may as well be Taserface. Me, right now. Just can't. I just can't. Stop suspending me, you jerk. Sir, what did I just say?
Guardian, Mr. Ghost, you should be nearing a refinery or some kind of drilling operation. Coordinates incoming.
Mr.
I
Ghost.
think this is where they're processing their ether. Maybe we can disable their machinery until the Ionians can correct the process.
Okay, I see it from up here. Derelict scanners are picking up all sorts of weird gravity fluctuations, and a whole heck of a lot of exiles.
You miss when the naming conventions were like Psylocke the Defiled? I know, right? Put some effort into it. You want me to be scared of this person, you gotta give me something to be scared about. Like, name her Disease Bringer 9000 or something. I don't know. Something. Conductor? Is she conducting electricity? Is she conducting a concert? Is this is it a choir? An orchestra? How many hands does she have? She's conducting a choir. You remember the future war cult lady? No. Not. No. No, I do not. I'm assuming that's where I need to go. I don't really have enough time to start another mission. I forget to pick up loot. 462. You're waiting for daily reset to hit to get on because you want to farm the weekly seasonal hub challenges to get 1k bright dust. Conductor is her after she was combined with the Vex. Oh, Maya Sundaresh, right? And Parrot. Well, I hate to leave the stream early again, but 15 minutes most likely is not enough for this mission. Okay, what I'm going to do, chat, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the morning stream. But what that means is I'll be back 15 minutes early. So I'll be back at 1 p.m. today in 2 hours. Instead of 1:15 p.m. I'll just come back a little early. That way we're not missing any minutes. And then so this afternoon, depending on what the featured dungeons and junk are, we may try to knock out some of that. I don't think we're gonna try and do a raid this afternoon. Maybe Thursday or Friday. Probably, well, Thursday. Maybe Thursday. Tomorrow we've got Space Marine 2 all day. There's a new patch out that I'm extremely excited to check out. And then Friday is still up in the air. I know I said that I wanted to play Lootbound, but there's a chance that we just play Destiny 2 all day Friday, and then I come to Lootbound on Monday. Or we may do a half and half. I don't know. It depends on when the game comes out and how I'm feeling that day. Lootbound is going to be a much more chill pace. It's a slower turn-based game. So if that's not your jam, that's totally fine. We're not stopping Destiny. We'll be back to Destiny next week. So yeah, bit of a weird schedule this week, but yeah. Anyway, if I don't see you for the afternoon stream, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you are. Thank you so much for hanging out today, guys, and I'll see you next time for more fun and games.